let's get this thing going. Don't big time the fish. Really?
Of course, the second option.
Of course, the second fucking option. Of course, it's the second fucking option. It's always the second option. It's never been the first option in the history of the fucking universe. It's always the second option. It's always the second option. 707, you're on PokerSesh.
What's up, Lyman? Hey, I was just calling in to ask you a question about this hand you played live with the bike, if you were willing to answer it.
Yeah, I'm willing to answer. Ask away.
All right, well, the hand was actually in 2012. You were playing a PLO game. I believe it was 10-20.
Yeah.
And you shot on the button.
Right.
And you shot on the button, and everyone called and it got to you, and you had ace of diamonds, 8 of diamonds, and 6 of hearts, 4 clubs. It was the hand of the night, I believe.
Yeah.
18K pot.
Yeah.
I
remember that.
You raised it to I think 120, and then you got 3 callers, and the flop came out 2 diamonds, which was queen, 3 of diamonds, and 2 of hearts, which you fought the nut flush draw and the wheel draw.
Yeah.
And they checked it to you, and you checked back.
Right.
And then when the turn came, 8 of hearts, and you paired your 8, I think Big Harry bet off 400.
Right.
My question is, why did you raise the turn?
The reason why I raised the turn there is because the hand went like 6 to the flop, something like this. And I had been playing with Harry earlier in Pot Limit Omaha games, and when he had flopped something in multi-way pots, he wasn't going for a check raise. He was leading, okay? So when he didn't lead at all, and then he bets out on the turn, I know that he's got a pretty weak hand. And I was happy just to pick it up right there.
Okay.
The reason why I played the hand the way I did, everything about the way I played the hand was because of 2 things. Number 1 was because it went like 6 ways to the flop. And so when it goes 6 ways to the flop, I make a couple deviations from what would be considered standard play. And number 2 is because Harry was the only guy with a lot of money. Harry had $10,000. I had $100,000. Everybody else had like $4,000. So because Harry had the most money, I was most interested in Harry. And I know that Harry's action, and I know that he would be happy to play a $20,000 pot with me, which is what he ended up doing. And so to play a $20,000 pot with Harry, you just can't do standard stuff because he's sharp and he understands when people are just doing standard stuff. So I had to do some non-standard stuff, okay?
Okay, yeah. All right, I have one more question. All right, me and my buddy are about to make a road trip to LA to play some poker. We play 1-3 and 2-5.
Right.
My question is, where would be the best place action to play besides the bike?
Well, I mean, besides the bike, I guess where are you guys coming from?
We're coming from Northern California.
Well, have you
Sacramento area, over there between Sacramento and San Francisco.
Have you come to play in Los Angeles before?
No.
Okay, well then, I mean, basically, you sort of have to see the commerce. I hate to say it, but you sort of have to see the commerce because it's the biggest poker room in the world, okay? Yeah. So you just sort of have to see it, but I don't think that they always have the best games. So after you see it, I would say, make your way over to the bike.
Okay.
All right?
All right. Thank you.
Hey, no problem. Now we got, 703 on PokerSesh? Is that 70 or 707? 703, you're on PokerSesh.
No, 440.
I got 440 and 703. We'll go 703 first and 440 second. 703, what's up?
Hey, how you doing, Lyman?
Good, how you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I got a question about table talk. You say you're a big table talk person.
Yeah.
How exactly do you introduce the table talk, or how do you start it all off to get potential reads on other people,
right,
and induce action in your favor?
Well, basically start off talking because I like to talk. That's why I'm on this fucking stupid podcast right now, you know? And I like to talk to people. That's why I like to answer the phone all night. And I like to have drinks, and I like to, you know, have a cigar, and I like to have a good time because if I wanted to fucking sit in a cubicle with fucking headphones on, I could have kept my job in finance, all right? So when I come to a casino, I come to have a good time and make money. Not, you know, money is not the be-all, end-all. Enjoying yourself is part of it, so I try to enjoy myself. Now, usually when you talk to people, you get an idea for whether, you know, and you get talking going at the table. People start to do stuff. They start to say things. They start to show cards. They start to get into that vibe. And my feeling is because I've existed in that vibe for so many years, I'm just very good at it. Like, I know what is going to happen next. They don't know what's going to happen next because I've seen these things play out over many, 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 many times. Like, I know that when they're thinking what I need to do to make them think about folding, and what I need to do to make them think about calling, what is gonna cause them to level themselves, and what isn't gonna cause them to level themselves. And then sometimes I'm wrong. And when I'm wrong, I put that in the memory banks, and then I do the exact opposite thing the next time. Or if I think that they were actually paying attention, I do the same thing again and try and level them. You know, it's just a little tiny game outside the game. And if it doesn't come naturally to you, I would say don't do it. But if it does come naturally to you, I would say 100% get involved in it. Because people can't wait to show you their little angles. And their angles, if you're a professional at it, are always worse than your angles. That's all I can say about it.
No, and that's right. And like it's one thing I've been working on a lot lately.
Right.
I mean, I probably play only like once or twice a week, but it's one thing I've been working on. But my problem is the only time I actually get talkative during a hand is when I actually have pretty much the nuts.
That's a classic problem.
No, and you're right. And you're right. But it's worked. Though. I mean, it's gotten me paid off numerous times.
Okay.
I had players like shove when I have the nuts, you know. But it's something I need to develop when I have nothing also, you know.
Well, it's not that hard to do. It's like any poker play. You just got to think ahead. You got to think ahead before you check raise the river, and you got to think ahead before you make a donk lead, and you got to think ahead before you make a 2x over bet on the turn, and you got to think ahead before a lot of things. You also have to think ahead before you get verbally involved in a hand. So once you're good at it, and once you practice it for a while, it's easy to think ahead. And if it's not something you practice, you're going to get yourself in a mess because your opponent's going to have a reaction, and you're not going to have any idea what that reaction means because you've never been through it before. But once you've been in the middle of it many, many times, you get an idea of what these people's reactions mean. And in Los Angeles especially, this doesn't work as well in other places. But in Los Angeles especially, people love to talk. They love to do slight, subtle angles. And so it's a big part of Los Angeles poker culture. So actually sort of accepting it and getting into it is extremely important, I would say, for my earn rate. I mean, I would say I make an extra, probably, let me put it in big blinds. I only play about 5 hours a day. This happens about every other day. It's usually about $100, so that's about whatever, 20 big blinds. I'd say I make it easily an extra 10 big blinds a session.
And that's big. That's big.
It's a lot. I mean, it's a lot. At the end of the year, it's a fucking lot. In one day, you're like, whatever. It's this, it's that. It's just a few $100. It's $100, whatever. But at the end of the year, it's a mountain of money. And to the point now where some people just won't even talk to me at all. They're scared. They're scared to talk to me.
You should come out. I spoke to you on Twitter slightly. You should come out to Maryland. They got people are saying it's like becoming like the new Vegas/LA.
Right.
Jeff Madsen is out here right now playing. You should. You're friends with him.
Yeah.
You should talk to him, see what he thinks of the environment. Because I know you're a big PLO player. I don't play PLO personally, but the games out here, from what I see, are like ridiculous. So you got people walking around with like 50,000 in chips.
Right.
Coming to a table.
Right.
And it's just. I don't even know. It's like I can't even explain it because it's just mass amounts of money,
Right.
and it's just a sick game just to watch and have it be in the room that I'm part of.
Right. Well, thanks for that piece of information. I'm definitely going to check it out someday because I want some of those crab cakes. All right.
All right, man.
right,
Appreciate it, man. Have a good night.
You too. I'm going to play a song here, and I gotta go and refill my drink. I'm going to play a song, and we're going to come back for a little overtime. Okay. So let me play a song here. That's it, guys. Thanks for joining for PokerSesh. We'll see you guys on Monday. Adios, amigos.